The defense as a whole played really, really well on Saturday. It has been playing well for a while now, but your name is one that doesn't get said a lot for the number of tackles or what be it. But it seems like that you are in the inside, taking on a lot of double teams, doing your, what I've been calling the 1/11th. Is that hard to do when you get very little in the way of recognition?
I think that the wins feel a lot better than individual stats. I've been on the team for like the past 2 years, so just being able to say that you've won this many games in a row and have won 7 feels really good, and it feels good to have that kind of turnaround from compared to what we were last year. So it's always good to see your brothers do good like that. But honestly, I'm just happy to do my job and be out there with my team.
Talk about you guys in the front four. I mean, you've been really good from day one, but it just seems like every week you keep getting better and better. Just talk about your progression and how you're playing right now.
Yeah, it starts just like in the spring and then off season. We were working hard all off season. Everybody was, and I think as the season went on, we just figured out how to play more together and just take each game and learn from it and try to keep improving each week.
77 points and almost 1,000 yards of offense is something that Central Missouri did a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, they're a good offense. How do you go about trying to stop that offense?
I think that we can't really focus too much on what they do. Yeah, we're gonna game plan for it, but we're gonna try to stick to our strengths and put them in situations where we know our defense will be able to make plays and our guys can really get after the quarterback and our secondary can cover up the receivers. So I think we're just going to try to stick to what we do best.
As a defensive line unit, it seems like that among all the other groups, y'all might be having the most fun out on the football field so far this year. Fair assessment?
Yeah, we got some big energy guys out there. I'm not a super huge personality guy, but I always love seeing everybody get after the quarterback, celebrate their big plays, because it's always like a great feeling.
Miles Ben, just for one, seems like he's just really having a good time. Yeah. I mean, does he a guy that kind of just fuels you, that unit you guys have up front? Because it just seems like he's got something to say for a lot of people and is just really having fun, and you seem to feed off of all of that.
Yeah, definitely his energy is contagious. Him and Jason Wallace, like whether it be practice or games, it's really good to have guys like that around because really it helps lighten the mood, keeps you positive, and you can feed off energy like that.
Tell us about your journey from Dodge City through southeastern Missouri State and then back here. Talk about that journey a little bit.
So in high school, I was looking at Hayes, but southeast Missouri, went there for a little bit, and it's just hard to be that far away from home at times, so went to the JUCO route. But I knew Hayes was really the place that had caught my interest, and I have not regretted my decision at all. I'm just happy to be here, grow and develop, and make meaningful relationships on and off the field. So I feel like it's been a good decision.
Now, be honest. You're a Dodge guy. You're in Hayes, Western Athletic Conference rivals. Was that hard to come to Hayes and make those meaningful relationships?
Not really. You kind of put that behind you. But when I was in high school, we beat Hayes every single year. So I don't know if it was really much of a competition, I'd call it. But I mean, it's been great so far.
Kind of as Seamus, but the fact that going into week 10 and this game means so much after a kind of a little bit of a rocky start for your guys, just what it means to be in this position this late in the year and just kind of the evolution of this team as you all have grown along in the season.
Yeah, I think it just shows a lot of maturity compared to last year. Kind of let some things get to us, but I think we've grown and become more mature and learned how to move past the mistakes and just try to learn and keep improving instead of just staying satisfied. I think never being satisfied has really helped us.
What has to happen on a road trip, regardless of who the opponent is? What has to happen on a road trip in order for you yourself or this team to be ready to play? Is it different than being at home?
I think it's definitely more of a challenge on the road, but I don't think you can look at it like that. You just have to stay focused and do the things that you know that you have to do in order to be ready, because it can be like a quick turnaround, waking up early and doing all kinds of things before the game, but you just have to stay focused and know the bigger goal in mind and hold yourself to a higher standard to be able to accomplish that bigger goal.